So you're at the IEP team meeting, you've disagreed with the district's evaluation, you've asked for an independent evaluation, and they actually say yes. Oh my goodness, what do we do now?
And the sky's part and everyone's happy, right?
Yes, this is a good thing.
It's a very good thing. The yes is great, but it's not over there, okay? Because next, the question's gonna be who does it? And that's where I see so many of these meetings fall apart, is that the school district, if they do say yes, if they consent to do the independent educational evaluation, they're supposed to ensure that it occurs without delay. They're supposed to get started in getting this evaluation together. And what sometimes happens is the parent is sitting there and says, oh, I'm so relieved they're gonna do it. And the school then may say to the parent, but we'll only do it if you use Dr. So-and-so. Now that is not actually lawful. The school district has to make sure that you're actually getting an independent evaluation, and they should have a list of doctors who meet their criteria or evaluators who meet their criteria. But they cannot require that you choose just from that list. They have to have the same criteria in place as they have for their own evaluations, and you as a parent actually get to select the evaluator as long as that person meets district criteria.
Right, so while you think you might have a time to celebrate because they've said yes, we don't want you to stop right there. We need you to pay attention to the rest of the details and make that sure that you get a truly independent educational evaluation. And it's somebody who you choose and you agree with, and you're not obligated to choose the person who's on their list.
And this is really important because I've had many parents call me over the years, Julie, who had a meeting where they asked for that independent evaluation. And sometimes it wasn't an immediate yes, but perhaps after going around a few times, the administration says, okay, we'll permit the evaluation. And the parent is just so happy that they got the yes that they stop really thinking. And so they're handed the name of an evaluator that the school's used before, and they say, great, we'll use that person, and they make the assumption that this is gonna be truly an independent evaluation just because it's not an employee of the school district. Right. So the practical tip here, Julie, is research evaluators before you go into that IEP team meeting if you're gonna be asking for an IE.
Another practical tip is that you can ask for the evaluator's resume or their CV. You can also ask to see if they have evaluations in which they have redacted names out of the evaluation, so you can get a feel for the types of recommendations that that person makes. But don't just stop at, oh, that looks like a good person, I've heard of that person. Do your research, find out, ask your friends, make sure that it's somebody you truly want to have evaluate your child.
And just don't give in to the pressure in the moment of agreeing to that person. Simply say, thank you so much for the list of names. I'm gonna look into these people and I will be back to you within the next couple of days. So don't feel like you have to sign at that moment. You may feel that pressure. Don't, because you may regret it later.